What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dark Souls 2 episode. I don't even know at this point because I record them in batches and I have like 6 to upload and we're way ahead of schedule apparently. So yeah, I'm not even completely sure where we're at right now, but truth be told, we are doing pretty well for ourselves. So we're going to go back to Sinner's Rise, which is the bonfire that we unlocked in the last episode. And we haven't really done anything in this area other than kill a couple of the jerks that are standing by this bonfire. So keep in mind, every single time you come to Sinner's Rise, there's always going to be some jerks. Every time. And these jerks are, you know, as most jerks go, I mean, all jerks are kind of annoying, but yeah, these guys, every single time you spawn at this bonfire, they will always immediately get aggressive and start attacking you. So just keep in mind, there's always going to be enemies there, so you don't get caught off guard. Like, if you teleport to that bonfire and then, like, go to, you know, the bathroom or something like that, you're probably going to be dead when you come back because they immediately aggro you, which is kind of annoying. So this black steel katana is doing better against these guys. It does swing pretty fast, which I'm a fan of. Human FG. Alright, we probably don't need that ever, thanks to our amazing ring that we have. We'll just wait for this guy to get some shots off. Although it took 3 hits to kill that guy, so I'm not sure what that's all about. Just keep your shield up. Boom! 1 hit. Oh, that was nice. But that swing, unfortunately, does take like quite a while to wind up, so I'm not even sure if it's good or not. There's an item dropped here. Okay, make sure to use your... I don't have any life gems equipped on my bar. That's not good. I will want to put pine resin on my bar for the boss eventually that we will fight. Spoiler alert, we're fighting a boss in this episode. As we do in essentially every episode. Pop a life gem, and let's come back down this elevator. So you can just like come down this elevator, and the royal swordsmen, which are the dudes with crossbows that are jerks, they will sometimes follow you, but you can usually like knock them off pretty easily. So you don't even technically have to kill those dudes, but I generally do. And we're also going to pick up this item, lacerating knives. You just have to make sure you jump off the elevator. Also, send the elevator back up, because if you die, which is a possibility, it's definitely a possibility here, you want to be able to send the elevator back up. So we're going to summon Lucatiel here, and I always summon Lucatiel to help out with the area. Now, she will usually either die or lose pretty much all of her health clearing out the area before the boss. And this is one of the reasons why this boss sucks. The boss fight is kind of difficult. It's not like the worst boss fight of all time, but the run to the boss fight, the Sinner's Rise area, when you're like walking through the water and all, it's just awful, because you have these big dudes who swing at you and they're jerks. They do give a lot of souls on death, 2k souls per kill. That's pretty good, so that's a plus. I hope we have the old Leo ring. Yeah, and we have the Ring of Blades equipped as well, so our katana should be doing the maximum amount of damage that we can have at the moment. We have like really high dex, and it's still, the damage still isn't overwhelming, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. Nice. Alright, so there's a wall here. Something's supposed to happen. There we go. There's no longer a wall here, so there's a secret wall. Always make sure to come over this area, and you will pick up a Northern Ritual Band, which is an item that's very useful for casters. It increases the amount of spells that you can use at a cost of your HP. This one, which is the regular Northern Ritual Band, there's also a +1 and a +2 version. Oh, Sublime Bone Dust as well. That's going to be super helpful, especially if we die. So this regular Northern Ritual Band, what this will do is you will get 10% more spell casts at the cost of 10% of your maximum HP. So pretty good item for spellcasters, especially because HP isn't the most important thing as a spellcaster, just because you're probably not wanting to get hit at all as a spellcaster, because you probably don't have a whole lot of points in vitality anyway. So if you actually start taking damage, you're probably going to be dead, like for the most part, regardless. So how much health you have isn't like the most important thing. Oh, there's also exploding zombies. Thank goodness Lucatiel killed that one. Oh, we're gonna get the backstab off on this massive dude. Looked kind of funky. Okay, so this next area sucks, but we'll try to get around it. I'll say that. So you want to come up here first, and there's gonna be 2 exploding zombies, And if you have done the gargoyles, you can come through here, I believe. Yeah, you can use the gargoyle key, and this makes this area so much better. So, if you have killed the bell gargoyles, remember you just have to turn off online mode and then go back to that area that I showed in the last episode. You can kill the bell gargoyles, you'll get the gargoyle key, you can go through there, and then you don't have to fight the exploding zombros, which is actually really nice if you don't have to kill them. But we do, because we did not kill the bell gargoyles, because I honestly just didn't really feel like turning the game in offline mode, because it takes time, and it's kind of annoying. But down in these 4 cells down here, there are so many exploding zombies. Oh, this is locked as well. Probably the gargoyle key opens that. I think the gargoyle key opens like all of the doors in this area. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm sure it's happened a lot. I'm sure I've been wrong about a lot of things in this Let's Play. So we just want to be really cautious because of these bros. Die! Yes! Okay. He's dead. I think there's a zombro in here as well. I would like to keep Lucatiel alive, and I'd like to use her on the boss fight. I don't know if the odds of that happening are like the highest in the world, but we're gonna attempt it. So we're killing that zombro. There should be one more in here, I think. Oh, maybe there's not. Okay, well, we passed the zombies. That was way easier than it usually is. Usually they just like swarm you, especially if you run here through, if you're trying to like speed run this, or just you're frustrated because you've died to the boss a bunch and you're just trying to get through it as fast as possible. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Lucatiel, kill him. There we go. All right. Well, Lucatiel is like 75% HP, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring her into the boss fight. I don't know if that's a wise idea or not, but we'll try it. I have seen a summon sign in front of this boss before. It's very rare, but it can happen. Now, this boss, as a melee character, sucks. As a caster, it's not that bad. But we are not a caster at the moment, if you couldn't tell. We're using melee all the time, melee. And if you have the gargoyle key, you want to come up here and you want to unlock this, and you can also like light an oil pit thing. And there's another one on the other side, and that will make the boss far easier because you will be able to see. Because the boss fight room is very, very dark. It's very hard to see. If you light the oil on both sides, it becomes much easier to see. It just becomes a much better time for you. So when we go into this boss fight, the boss is going to aggro Lucatiel, and the boss is going to completely wreck Lucatiel. So what we want to do is we want to two-hand our weapon. We're going to want to pop a green blossom. We're just going to want to go ham on this boss and get her down low as fast as possible. Honestly, I have no idea how to kill this boss with melee. I've done it once before, but I was using Lucatiel and their human summon at the time, and they pretty much carried the fight. The other 2 times I've killed this boss, it was as a caster, and it's much, much easier as a caster using magic. So we're going to buff our sword. I don't know how well fire damage works versus this boss, but we'll try it. And we're going to go in and just go ham. Okay, so this is the boss. I turned around because my targeting wasn't working yet. Go on Lucatiel. Go on Lucatiel. She's right there. Okay, there we go. Ah, that hurt. Okay, Estes. This boss can kill you like really, really fast. She'll do some like jump stabs and crazy stuff, and it really hurts. So get back. Got hit by that, but I'm doing a pretty good amount of damage, so that's good to see. You know, I got my green blossom recovering my stamina quicker. Oh, I cannot believe that hit me. I feel pretty scammed at the moment. Okay, she's back on Lucatiel. So this Lost Sinner, I'm really intimidated by this boss fight because it's a difficult one. It is a difficult boss fight. Okay, I didn't get hit by that, which is, you know, thank goodness. Oh man, she's going for me. You're supposed to be going after Lucatiel. What's wrong with you? Like typically this boss just aggroes Lucatiel, and that's why I'm two-handing. That's why I'm not using a shield, because really this boss like only goes after Lucatiel for the most part. So, you know, understandably, oh, she's dead. Wow. I'm in shock right now. That was so easy. The last time I fought this boss solo, it took like 10 minutes because I was, you know, really trying hard to dodge every single attack. Okay, well, this black steel katana, you know, went to town. I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to become a little bit more impressed with this weapon. I did not think it was that good after we fought the Elizabeth Mushroom is really good, and we also get a fragrant branch from here. I think there's like a secret wall in this area. I want to say there is. But yeah, that black steel katana, it did very, very impressive work versus the Lost Sinner, and that was by far the quickest fight I've ever had versus that boss. It's kind of funny because I was all like, oh, this boss is hard. I don't want to die. I don't want to go through this area again. I guess there's not a secret wall. Okay, I was wrong. Whatever. So that was super easy. I was not necessarily expecting that, but hey, there we go. I guess we'll try the spider boss again in this episode. We have like 20 minutes, which is probably enough for one attempt. The spider boss is probably the farthest boss fight away from a bonfire. And I guess I didn't show my first attempt at the spider boss because I was so incredibly embarrassed by my very poor play. So the Soul of the Lost Sinner is not very good. However, if you use a bonfire aesthetic and you kill her again on New Game Plus, well, New Game Plus mode, you can get a much better weapon. So you just, yeah, you have to kill her again, essentially. If you do that, you can get a very powerful weapon, but it's not from the original Lost Sinner Soul, it's from the upgraded Lost Sinner Soul. So we're going to put some points into Endurance. I might as well put another point into Health. We probably want to get up to 30 Health. So 20 Endurance is good for the rest of the game. The health that we're at is good for the rest of the game. I don't think we picked up any extra Titanite shards, so I shouldn't be able to upgrade this black steel katana. Oh, this is the wrong. Yeah, we need, yeah, I think we need 2 large Titanite shards for the next upgrade, and then 3 for the upgrade after that, so I'm going to need some more large Titanite shards. We're going to burn that Sublime Bone Dust that we got from the Old Iron Keep, like a couple episodes ago, and I just forgot to burn it, but there we go. And let's go back to Brightstone Cove, Seldora, and try the spider boss again. And if this katana works as well on the spider boss then as it did on the Lost Sinner, we should have no problems with the spider boss. But we'll see. We'll see. The old Iron King probably just had like really high melee defense or something, and that's why this weapon was like so ineffective against him. It's not very effective against these spiders either, which is kind of weird. Because, like, I have 35 dex, and this is an S-scaling weapon with dex, and again, for people who don't know what that means it does a lot of damage when you have high dex. But it only does, like, 200 damage to a lot of enemies, so it's good, but it's only good against certain enemies, and I'm not really sure what is the factoring into that. It does swing pretty fast, so that's maybe like one of its merits, and one of the reasons why the damage isn't super high is just because of like the swing speed, or I don't know. The counterattack damage is always helpful as well. I want to kill this jerk. Back off! Oh, it doesn't even kill the basilisk in one hit? That's really disappointing. Okay, I do not want to get petrified by this basilisk, so I'm kind of backing off from him. There should be like some spiders that drop down in a second here as well, which I would rather not have to deal with, but I think they drop down. Watch out for that. I know some of the katanas have like pretty nifty move sets as well. There's some things that you can do called like power moves or something, and they like wreck fools. I'm not like the best person to ask about what the move sets for katanas are. There's no spiders coming down. That's kind of weird. I swear there's spiders that came down the last time I was here. So this is probably the first time I'm showing off this area, right? So you fight these, I don't even know what you would call them. Like the dudes from Dead Space, essentially. I haven't played Dead Space, so I'm not like super familiar with their name or anything, but those guys. So I'm going to try to take this area a little bit slow, just because normally there's a red phantom that attacks you. He like chills out right here, but since I've already... Oh, what the heck? Okay, there's the spiders. But since I've already been through this area, the red phantom is already dead. Ha! Sucks to be you. Okay, that spider is just going to gradually take damage running through spikes. There's going to be 2 extra dudes up there. Now, one thing you can do is you have to open up this door where you see a lever to the right. You have to do that. But since I have already done that, I can just run past all of these idiots and climb up this ladder right here, which is nice, right? So I don't have to deal with any of them. They can't climb the ladder, so they can't get at you. And now we're into the spider area. Now this is my least favorite Great Soul boss. Not so much because of the boss itself, but because this boss spawns a lot of those spider minions, and as you've seen, the spider minions do a lot of damage, and they're really annoying to deal with because a lot of times they'll jump back from your attacks. So this spider that's going to pop up right here, we'll be fighting a lot of these guys. So, there, one hit him. Okay, beautiful. But we'll be fighting a lot of those guys, not only here, but like in the boss fight as well, so let's try to take this guy out with a couple swings. There we go. If we jump down into this next web, I'm pretty sure there's like 3 spiders that come at you, so I'm a little bit intimidated because of that. There's like a lot of spiders in this area, and my armor sucks, so I will probably be taking some damage. Honestly, like, just getting to the boss fight is pretty challenging. I don't want to say like the boss fight itself isn't, because it's hard. But at the same time, like, I just completely wrecked the Lost Sinner, and I expected the Lost Sinner to be hard, so maybe it won't be that bad. I'm going to try to stay full HP here as much as possible, because these spiders, if you get multiple ones on you at once, they hurt. They're painful, so... Oh, dang it. I hate this area so much. Again, you can kind of, like, run through this area and just kind of make a mad dash for the boss if you want to. And you can kind of get messed up if you do that. So I'm going to try to clear out the spiders on my own. There is an NPC summon here that we will be using, and it's like pretty much required for the boss fight. Just because there's so many spider minions in the boss fight, you just get destroyed if you try to deal with all the spiders, all the spider minions yourself, and the boss yourself. Like, it's just, it's not feasible, man. It's not economical. It's not sound judgment. Are you gonna drop down, dude? I don't think I can hit this guy. Yeah, I can't. Whatever. If that spider dude wants to hang out there by himself, he can hang out there by himself. He's probably gonna like ambush me from behind though, so I'm gonna try to get him to climb up and slash, and he's dead. Cool. I've already been through this area, so I don't know why I forgot this item here, but I did apparently. Corrosive urns. Not that excited about him. So we're going to summon Ashen Knight Boyd, who is a beast as a phantom, and as I said earlier, pretty much required for this boss fight, because you just get wrecked by all these spider minions if you don't summon Ashen Knight Boyd. So, take my advice and summon Ashen Knight Boyd. Alright, so I have done this boss fight before. I was much weaker. I was using the mace, which is, I guess, kind of a crappy weapon. So this boss isn't wearing like plate armor, so hopefully this rapier will be really effective by her. We'll eat a green blossom. We'll use some charcoal pine resin because we got it. I don't know if this boss is weak to fire or if she's like super strong versus fire. I have no idea. So okay, so first order of business is run the F away, because look out for this guy too. Oh, I can't believe I missed him. So yeah, all the spiders are gonna just freaking swarm Ashen Knight Boyd. Are you gonna laser? Yeah, she's gonna laser. Watch out for that laser attack, because it hurts a lot. And then we're gonna have to kill this spider bro. Okay, cool. One hit him, and she's doing her laser again. I think it's a she. I'm not sure, honestly. So this is the last Great Soul boss. So hopefully... Oh, man. I had my shield up, too. I can't believe I got hit there. So this boss, boss itself, not terribly difficult, but Ashen Knight Boyd is already like half HP from having to fight all those spiders himself, so we're doing a lot of damage, which is beautiful to see. And you want Ashen Knight Boyd to take one side. Watch out for that web attack. If that catches you, that is not fun to deal with. So she's mostly just doing most of her attacks on Ashen Knight Boyd, it looks like. Yeah, so we can just come in here and slap with or slash, I should say. I don't think there's really a whole lot of slapping going on at the moment. And yeah, we're just completely tearing into the Duke's Dear Freya. Oh, watch out! Watch! Oh, man. I'm so mad. I'm so mad about that, because that really hurts. Okay, we're gonna have to back off here. And Estes. Now, she can, like, jump at you sometimes. It looks like she's still focusing on Ashen Knight Boyd. So we should get some counterattack damage in here. Look out for that web. Okay, she's almost dead. And this boss fight has gone so well. So she's going to swing an Ashen Knight Void. There we go. A couple more hits. I got like a couple, but you have to hit the heads. Like hitting the legs, hitting any other part of this boss does nothing. You have to hit the heads. That was, like, admittedly really easy. Alright, okay, we'll take it. Soul of the Duke's Dear Freya. Not bad. Thank you, Ashen Knight Void. Thank you very much. And for some reason, the Great Soul for this boss is laying on the ground over here. So you gotta pick it up. I don't know why it does that. It's kind of a troll, but whatever. And now we get to run on to the next area. And there's another Great Soul boss down. So now all 4 of the Great Soul bosses are dead. Pretty freaking sweet, right? Okay, here's the Lord. Goodbye, sir. Boom. Yeah, poor guy. I feel bad for him. But he went hollow, so we get the Dark Quartz Ring and a Fragrant Branch of Yore and also the Lord's Key. I'm not, like, completely sure what any of those do, but you need them. Where's this? Thunder Quartz Ring. No, Dark Quartz Ring. Increases Dark Defense. Yeah, so if you want Dark Defense, there you go. There's also another, like, mini-boss fight here. You gotta fight this guy. And he's pretty easy. There we go. He gets also, like, stun-locked from your attacks as well, so that's just kind of like, you know, makes this fight a little bit easy, but it's not supposed to be, like, some sort of huge hang-up after you defeat the Duke's Dear Freya. I'm not even sure why this guy is here. I'm sure it has, like, something to do with the lore, but... So we can pick up Vengarl's set here, which is a pretty good armor set. I used that for my melee-based character, and it did work, so... Oh, yeah. We're gonna have a thing here from one of the DLCs. I'm just gonna skip through this because I'm not dealing with DLCs right now. I'm just doing the main game. But this is from one of them. I think there's like 2 or 3 DLCs, and they come with the game if you buy it on Steam, which I did, so that's why I have them. Or they do now anyway. So that's part of one of the DLCs. Normally that wouldn't happen if you don't have them installed. Okay, let's light this last Primal Bonfire. So we have all 4 of the Great Souls now, which feels pretty good. And we are going to, I guess, head back to Majula, and the next area that we're going to head towards is Drangleic Castle. And we'll probably do that in the next episode, honestly. I'll do a little bit of, you know, management here before we end off. We're going to pop the Duke's Dear Freya Soul. For some reason, it doesn't look like the rest of the Great Souls. I don't know why. It has a different graphical art. It kind of bugs me, personally. But again, we're just popping every single soul. If you kill Duke's Dear Freya on New Game Plus, you can get a much better weapon called the Moonlight Greatsword, but the item or weapon that you get from her normal soul is crap, so I wouldn't worry about it. We still need some large Titanite shards. And this lady does sell some better items soon. Yeah, okay, she sells large Titanite shards now. Okay, cool. So we will be able to upgrade our Black Steel Katana here. So we're going to reinforce, and I don't remember what you need for the next upgrade, but I think, yeah, 3 large Titanite shards, so we can now buy them. After you get all the Great Souls, all 4 Great Souls, you can buy large Titanite shards from this person. You can also buy Bonfire Aesthetics, which are really nice for getting certain items, like if you wanted to kill Duke's Dear Freya again. I personally wouldn't go through all that, but if you want to, you can kill her again, and you can get the Moonlight Greatsword. So we need a Titanite Chunk, which we got. We need 2 Titanite Chunks, which we got. We need 1 more Titanite Chunk, which our helpful NPC here does not sell yet, but she will sell later on in the game. Alright, so now that we've done everything, it's time to level up. She tells us to make our way to the castle, which we will do in the next episode. But really quick here, man, I'm going to get up to 30 HP, and then I'm going to level up Dex a couple more times, just because I'm really liking the amount of damage that we're doing with Dex now. We're just wrecking fools, and I'm digging it, so cool. Cool. I still probably want to get, like, that Flame Swathe item from that guy that I showed in the last episode as well, but whatever. We have a few souls left. I will see you guys next time, so until then, have a good one, and we will explore Drangleic Castle in the next episode. Farewell.